together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today, baseball. America's pastime on America's Day here, 4th of July. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slates, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. And it was a profitable day for me personally. 7-4, 2.95 units. Getting it started with the Boston Red Sox minus 125. That was a winner. The New York Mets minus 130 was a loser. Yes, luckily I split out with that game. Lost a little bit of vig, but had the team total over 4.5 minus 115. So there's that. The Reds team total over 3.5 minus 115. They scored 3 in the first 5, and they were like, "That's it. We can win the game with 3 runs," and that's exactly what they did. 3-2 final, and that game very frustrating. Giants team total over 2.5 minus 150. They score 1 run. So apparently that team total was that low for a reason, unfortunately. Cubs first 5 minus 105 was a winner. Padres money line was a winner. Padres team total over was a winner. Thank you to the Padres for 2.25 units last night. Milwaukee Brewers and Colorado Rockies over 11.5. They score in the first. They score in the second. They score 1 more run after that, and it finished 3-0. So hanked under, which was annoying. The Oakland Athletics money line was a winner as Joey Estes throws a Maddox. I think it was 92 pitches, a complete game shutout, 4 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts.
Impressive.
And then the night was absolutely beautiful as the Diamondbacks blew out the Dodgers in that game there to catch the plus 170, 12-4 that game. So the Diamondbacks were down 4-1 at the end of the first. I'm like, great. And that was all the runs the Dodgers scored last night. So that was nice. So overall 7-4, up 2.95 units. So far in July, 13-13, down 0.84 because yesterday was a bad day. But hopefully today we get back in the black for July.
Yeah, you always have good days and then the site has bad days. But I will say I'll take the blame for the bad day yesterday because we went 1-4 in soccer.
Yeah.
Which it's going to happen. The markets are not always going to be right. For soccer, I had Columbus -1. That was the one play that I kind of gave out here. And then Houston, San Jose, Atlanta, and Charlotte all did not come through. Baseball was no better. We went 1-3 in baseball. Red Sox were only winner. Guardians, massive loser. Mets, loser, blew the lead. And then the Cubbies had a chance to kind of win that game, but fell apart late. So that was unfortunate. 1-0 in the WNBA. I had Phoenix. Phoenix continues to be good, and Dallas continues to be the worst team in the WNBA. So ended up being down 4.17 units yesterday. Time to dig back out of it.
There we go.
We'll do it. Happy 4th of July, everybody. We'll play a video. Go back to
Head over to the chat.
Happy 4th of July. My nephew will be visiting today. I'll make sure he becomes a subscriber. Hell yeah. Appreciate that. Happy 4th, fellas. Looked at Nats, but their starting pitcher has been horrid. Home numbers pass. Fair. Morning, guys. I'm surprised you guys didn't take today off. No, we'll still do shows. Happy Independence Day, of course. Have fun and good luck. Take your chances on and win. Let's do it. Mutual respect. Appreciate it. Oilers Kittens was it was good. Damn it. It was a good series.
Yeah.
Yo. Mystics money line. Let's go. Happy 4th of July. That was the only game I didn't bet. I'm on the other game. Huge underdogs won in men's Olympic basketball qualifiers. I'm glad somebody's paying attention to it because I know I'm not. We keep playing underdogs in MLB, right? June was atrocious. June was good. June was good for us. I'm not going to complain about June. Netherlands won at plus 850. Impressive. The only MLS game I played was Inter Miami DC minus 120. Barely. Yeah, I was on the opposite side of that. The Miami game. Nick, nice jersey.
Yeah.
Philippines won at 12-1. Those Olympics closed this year are amazing. Morning, guys. Happy Independence Day. Morning, Michael Buena. On New Zealand on right now. 8:50. Good luck. Aliens will come and rescue us from Will Smith. What's up, player? Oh, yeah, Independence Day. I got it. There you go. Let's jump into the early game. It's an 11 a.m. game, so it's going to be starting soon, Nick.
Yeah, so we'll be able to sweat some action here in about 20 minutes. And let's get into it. We have
which we will have action this week.
We'll see. Yeah. Line opened up at a minus 120 for the Mets, and it immediately went down to a 110. Now it's a 113. So we've had a move towards the Nationals in this game, and we have line opened up at 8.5 minus 115. It's now a 9 at minus 120. So a move towards the over and a move towards the Nationals in this game. Expecting Quintana to get hit a little bit here. And let's take a look at the cash flow in this game, where we do have 65% of the tickets, 88% of the cash is on the Mets, with the line moving up, or line moving towards the Nats, my bad. And 91% of the tickets, 90% of the cash is on the over, with the line moving up. We have Jose Quintana versus Jake Irving. Quintana 3.38 ERA, 1.38 WHIP, 9.75 strikeouts per nine, which is 25%. 4.13 walks per nine, and 295 BABIP, a 503 FIP, and a 4.06 ERA. On the flip side, Jake Irving, 2.31 ERA, 1.11 WHIP, 8.23 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%. 3.09 walks per nine, a 258 BABIP, a 3.84 FIP, and a 3.91 SIERA. Bullpens, toss-ups, but the Mets are really running out of guys, and so are the Nationals. As we've had 2 extra inning games and a game last night that finished 7-5. So we've spin between a little death. There we go. My computer's all laggy. This is fun. All right. But we do have the hitting advantage towards the Mets, 143 WRC plus, which is number 2 in baseball the last 30 days versus righties. They're smashing both lefties and righties right now, the Mets offense. So there's that. And then the Nationals, 82 WRC plus versus lefties, which is 24th. I'm interested in the over in this game. I don't really have an interest in the side. I would actually probably lean Natty's first 5 in this game a little bit here. But I see this game as more of an over. I don't trust the way these bullpens look right now. And I will get my morning started here with an over 9 at minus 115 over at BetMGM.
I feel like I've had enough value in this Mets streak to keep going after them. We've been backing them pretty much since the Marlins series, and they've been good to us. It was 14-5 since that Marlins series. So I don't mind keep on backing the Mets here. We are playing a little bit more with house money, so I feel like I can still go after that. I look towards the Mets. It's a little bit of a cheap price, but I think they take the series today. This is a Mets team that was 5-0 coming into yesterday against the Nationals. 5-1 against the Nationals now. Their last 6 games this season. So I do expect the Mets to continue to take advantage of this team, and I would go after the Mets here at a pick and price.
Fair. Mets Nationals over 9 for me. Minus 115.
There you go. Viva USA. Yes. Viva USA. Philippines almost lost. 96-94. Georgia. Okay. Higgies in the chat saying, Happy Treason Day, Patriots. America. With a $17.76 donation. We appreciate that, Higgs. I always love the funny comments coming in. Happy Independence Day. I hope everything is fun there. Go throw a burger on the grill for us. No mayo. Ben Shelton. I have no clue who that is.
Tennis player.
Okay. Happy 4th, y'all. Let's get it today. Let's cash some tickets. Let's do it. Stop, Gio. Playing on Nats. Mets out of gas. Nats money line. I don't know, because the Mets still have 4 games against the Pirates coming up. I really want Natty's first 5 again. They've been cashing the last 3 games. They did not cash the first 5 yesterday, which was the problem, I guess. Yeah, they lost the first 5 yesterday. Today, Philippines lost by 2, but they blew out Latvia yesterday. Now, there you go. Let's keep her on rolling, Nick.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I forgot to switch the background. Bam.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into the next matchup here. The St. Louis Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. This game starts at 12:35, so this one starts about an hour and a half after the Mets game starts. Well, let's get into it here. We have Andre Palante taking on Martin Perez. Let's take a look here. St. Louis opened up at a -109. It's down to a 101 now. So we've had a move towards Pittsburgh in this game. Line opened up at an 8.5 at -113. It's now a 9 at -107. So we have a move towards the over here. Again, 91% of tickets, 94% of cash is on the over. The line moving towards the over. So they are showing some respect towards that money coming in. 65% of the tickets, 91% of cash is on the Cardinals. So the line moving towards Pittsburgh in this one here. Let's get the pitching matchup here, which I just realized damn it. My spreadsheet's all messed up because I somehow managed to mess up my spreadsheet there.
Good job.
I know, right? Let's see that. Okay, got it. All right. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Let's put in the Pittsburgh so I can. There we go. All right. Martin Perez has come back and pitched 1 game. He looked terrible. He faced Atlanta, gave up 6 earned runs on 8 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 4 innings pitched. On the flip side, Andre Palante, don't know if he's going to be going too far into this game. Never mind, he's going 5 innings. All right. 4.91 ERA, 1.59 WHIP, 8.59 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%, 4.09 walks per 9, a 365 BABIP, a 406 FIP, and a 401 Sierra. Bullpen edge goes towards Pittsburgh. Hitting edge goes towards Pittsburgh. 86 WRC plus, which is 23rd, compared to 81, which is 26th. The Cardinals hit lefties better than hit righties better than they hit lefties. I lean Pittsburgh in this game. If I had to back a side in this spot, don't want to get behind Martin Perez though. And these offenses do not make me want to bet an over in this game, which is where I lean. This is a pass for me in this spot. No interest here.
I still can't get this Cardinal team right. Just when I think they're kind of turning around, they start losing Pittsburgh yesterday. And I don't know. This just seems like 2 teams that I just don't get right. So teams that I kind of just cross out and move on kind of deal. Pittsburgh has been playing a little bit better as of late. They're almost getting themselves back up to 500. 3 games under 500 now, which. Hey, that's good enough to be competitive in the and for a wild card spot right now in the NL. So
yep.
I guess I could lean towards Pittsburgh, but nothing makes me want to go out and put my money on this game. So staying away from that one.
Fair.
Spain lost 2. Odds insane for Olympic basketball. Slovenia is playing now. Bahamas cash sure. Yeah, so Slovenia to win first half and New Zealand to win full game was 22-1. Yep, crazy 10.5 point spreads. Albania, Pirates money line, maybe the under. 9 looks suspicious. Maybe an over.
I lean over.
Pirates first 5 might be a look for me. Lines went from +100 to -106. It's not a bad look. I'm just not going to go after this one. I have a question with this one, and the question is, could it be a cash cow?
No, the line's dropped since I've typed in this morning.
We're good to go.
Yeah, with the New York Yankees and the Cincinnati Reds, this line opened up at a 166. When I typed it up this morning, it was at a 180, and it's come back down to a 167 now. So we do have a 1 cent line movement since the opening line with the Yankees, but there's been big buyback on Cincinnati. Line opened up at a 9, and it's now up to a 9 at -1.2. Now it's up to a 120. So we've had the first 3 games have line moves towards the over, but 91% of tickets, 92% of cash on the over makes sense there. 85% of the tickets and 77% of the cash is on the Yankees. Yet we've had buyback on the Cincinnati Reds. We have Frankie Montas taking on Marcus Stroman in this one here. Montas a 3.55 ERA, 1.14 WHIP, 8.88 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%, 4.26 walks per nine, a 2.46 BABIP, a 3.23 FIP, and a 4.14 SIERA. On the flip side, Marcus Stroman, 4.28 ERA, 1.37 WHIP, 4.54 strikeouts per nine, which is 12%, 4.28 walks per nine, a 2.50 BABIP, a 5.38 FIP, and a 5.72 SIERA. The bullpen edge goes towards the Cincinnati Reds. The hitting edge does go towards the Yankees. 106 WRC plus, which is 12th, compared to 96, which is 21st. As my computer decides to do this again, whenever I try to click off of a tab. There we go. The New York Yankees, after losing yesterday, have now have not won 6 consecutive series. The last time they won a series is when they took 3 out of 4 from the Royals, June 10th to 13th. Since then, they lost 2 out of 3 to the Red Sox, 2 out of 3 to the Orioles, 2 out of 3 to the Braves. They lost both games against the Mets. They split the series against the Blue Jays, and they've lost 2 straight against the Reds. This team is starting to fall apart a little bit.
Oh, no.
But even with all that, they're 20 games over 500. Which is crazy. That just tells you how good this team was before they've started to regress a little bit here. And looking at this spot, I mean, there's no way the Yankees get swept, right? They're the big bad Yankees. They're at home and they're playing the Reds. There's no way they get swept. I have interest in the Cincinnati Reds in this game to complete the sweep here. And I can get around plus 150 for them here on plus 154 on FanDuel. I'm very tempted on backing the Reds here in this spot.
Can I give you one more thing that might push you over the edge on wanting to bet the Reds with me? Go ahead, look at tomorrow's card. You know who they play tomorrow?
Who, the Red Sox? Mm-hmm. Go from the Reds to the Red Sox.
So Reds are going to get the sweep, and I just think it's a look-ahead spot for the Yankees because they get to go up against a division rival and their biggest rival in the Red Sox. So, yeah, red spot for me with everything you said, and then I also like the look-ahead spot for the Yankees when the Cincinnati Reds tomorrow get to go home and play the Tigers. So not really anything crazy. Yeah, Reds in this one.
Can I kind of make a crazy argument here real quick?
Go ahead.
With the Yankees-Red Sox series coming up. I don't think right now the Red Sox are the Yankees' biggest rival. It's a historic rivalry, but currently I think the Orioles and the Rays are bigger rivals to the Yankees than the Red Sox are.
I would
just
disagree.
Because of competitiveness.
I would disagree with you.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Wow, the line just dropped on the Reds. Trying to find the best line I can. Originally 165. Now the best I can get is 155.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing here. I'm seeing 150 on Fanatics. It's the best I can get.
That's fine.
If Fanatics wants to work here, that would be cool.
All right, back to chat. Ben Shelton, 2-2. Tennis. Reds, yes. Yankees with Boone, no with nothing. Over 9. Not loving today's card. For straight bets, going to keep it simple and make money with the Orioles. Moneyline, my biggest bet of the day. Fanatics, 4th of July promo, $5 free bet on them. Ooh, there's a $5 free bet on Fanatics?
Yes.
Ooh, I got to take advantage of that. Diamondbacks, Orioles, Padres, and Reds. There you go. And maybe the Athletics. I'm not touching the Athletics. You have fun with that. To the next one, Nick.
Yep. And also they gave you a boost for today too as well. I just used my $5 free bet on the Reds as well, plus 150. But I also was able to boost them up to plus 180. The official number is going to be plus 150 for tracking purposes because not everybody has Fanatics or whatever. But Reds plus 150 for me there. Let's move on here. The Houston Astros and the Toronto Blue Jays minus 110 favorites are these Astros with a total of 8.5 in this game. This line's flipped, though. It opened up at a 115, and since I typed this in this morning, it's now minus 110 the other way with the Blue Jays. Line opened up at an 8.5, minus 112, got down to an 8, back up to an 8.5, minus 110. So we've had a slight move towards the under, and we've had a move towards the Blue Jays. We have 66% of the tickets and 72% of the cash is on the Astros, with the line moving towards the Blue Jays. 94% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on the over in this game as well. One thing I'm starting to notice, Tim, is you know how I used to always get frustrated with the Orioles because the market would move against them so often, and they would still win games?
Yeah.
You know who's starting to do that as well?
Blue Jays.
The Houston Astros. Because I've noticed, like, yesterday it scared me off because of the line move. The day before scared me off because of the line move. And they won yesterday. They lost the day before, but they're going for 3 out of 4 here, the Astros, in this series, which that's exactly what they should do with this team. However, the pitching edge I do think goes towards Toronto here. Let's get into it. Framber Valdez and Chris Bassett. Valdez 3.82 ERA, 1.22 WHIP. 7.17 strikeouts per 9, which is 19%, 3.35 walks per 9, a 2.74 BABIP, a 3.87 FIP, and a 4.16 ERA. On the flip side, Chris Bassett, 1.95 ERA, 1.27 WHIP, 8.51 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%, 2.92 walks per 9, a 3.24 BABIP, a 2.91 FIP, and a 3.94 SIERA. The bullpen edge does go towards Houston here, as well as the hitting edge, 114 WRC+, which is 10th, compared to 93, which is 21st. Don't look now. The Houston Astros only trail the Seattle Mariners by 2 games in the division, and they are finishing up their series against the Blue Jays, and the Mariners get the Orioles tonight. So there's a possibility that the Astros could be a game behind the Mariners at the end of the night. Granted, they do have games against the Mariners remaining, so the Mariners could easily still win those games, run away with the division. They're still leading the division. They're still in a good spot. But that's something to keep an eye on. I lean Astros in this game, but I don't want to get involved with it.
My Fanatics app isn't working right now.
Yeah, mine was being stupid too. It took me a second to get my bets in.
You know my opinion on the Blue Jays. I don't even look at the games. I cross them out and I move on. I know that takes away a game every single day that I'm not going to be betting, but I don't get the Blue Jays right, so I don't feel like I need to go after this one. I mean, I could lean towards the Astros. The Astros have been playing a lot better, obviously. And yeah, I thought it was sitting pretty with Seattle being up 8 games in the division or whatever it was, and now that's pretty much gone. For the point in the season that it is, the lead's gone. It's a toss-up at this point. When they were minus probably 400, 500 at one point.
Yeah, I got in at plus 350 on May 10th for the Astros to win.
Even if it loses, it's still a hell of a bet.
Yeah, it was all part of my plan. They're down to a plus 130 this morning when I looked. It's minus 150 or minus 155 for the Mariners still to win the division. So they're still the favorites to win the division, Seattle.
Yeah.
But the Astros have been playing some really good baseball, and I said this when I made the bet on May 10th, is that they were going to start playing better baseball because their schedule got easier. Yeah. Their schedule in the beginning of the season was one of the toughest in baseball.
Yeah, so. I can imagine. Yeah, and you know what? At the end of the day, it's a plus money bet. So if I win, cool. I didn't expect to win the future, so. But I'm not betting this one. Yordan Alvarez, home run, plus 300, RBI, 140, total bases, even money. He is 8 for 18 with 5 home runs versus Bassett. He's 11 for 22 with 4 DBs and has hit 3 home runs in the last week, and this year versus Toronto, he's 11 for 23 with 5 homers. See, this is one of the reasons why I love the chat is I would never have this information because I don't follow player props like that. Yeah. So hell of a thing.
And Yordan has really taken over that team's like big offense since Tucker went out of the lineup.
Correct.
He's been awesome.
Which, by the way, Nick, if you wanted to put the Astros up on the site or anything with that, I'm
not betting the game.
Okay,
yeah.
I didn't remember whether or not you said you liked it, but I'm personally not betting it, so I wasn't going to touch it. Astros, Blue Jays have nothing. I wanted Blue Jays first 5, but I don't like how the line went from -104 to -120. I think the last time there was too big a line movement. Last time you bet Blue Jays first 5, when it made a 20 to 30-cent line movement, didn't cash. WWW cash. I'm guessing your tennis play hit. There you go. This game was an ugly one for us yesterday, or at least for me yesterday.
I'm glad I stayed off the game personally, because I had written down Guardians run line or first 5 under, and I didn't get to either of them.
Good job.
This morning, oh wow, this line's moved. Okay, I thought this was going to be a potential cash cow spot, but this line's plummeted. I was going to say, when I typed up this line, I'm like, the year is 2024, and Ben Lively is a -255 favorite. But this line opened up at a 190. It got all the way up to a 255, and now it's down to a 212. So it still has moved towards the Guardians, but I don't like this big buyback, honestly. I think this big buyback kind of, in my head, neutralizes the cash cow factor of it. Plus, it looks like there was a pitching change the way this line moved, because it went from 210 to 250 with no move in between. I have a feeling that one of these pitchers was not supposed to be the pitcher.
I don't know. I didn't really look last night at this.
Who do they have?
Okay, this is a bullpen game for the White Sox, so something could have changed with that.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Drew Thorpe. There it is. So this line reopened at a 250, and it's gone down to a 212. No cash cow. No cash cow. Pitching change. We saw this with the Dodgers yesterday, and who won that game outright. We'll see. Line opened up at an 8.5 -115, and it's still an 8.5 -1, or it opened up at an 8.5 -110 up to a 115. Can't really use the market too much in this game because just the line move here, or with the pitching change. My bad. It was supposed to be Drew Thorpe. Now it's Schuster, which I believe is a bullpen game. Ben Lively's been awesome. 3.42 ERA, 1.14 WHIP, all things considered. 6.15 strikeouts per 9, which is 17%. 2.39 walks per 9, or 267 BABIP, a 4.29 FIP, and a 4.42 SIERA. Bullpen edge, we're going with the Guardians, and the hitting edge with the Guardians as well. 119 WRC plus, which is 9th, compared to 83, which is 24th. For me, this is a stay-off spot. If I had to play anything in this game, I kind of want to take a shot with the White Sox first 5. That would be the only way I would look at it. Maybe you take a half a run in the first 5. But the market's kind of telling us that Chicago is live in this game, especially after the pitching change. And sometimes one thing that we keep thinking is, it's a bullpen game. It's a bad team with a bullpen game. They're obviously going to lose. I've seen a lot of games where bad bullpens have good bullpen days. I lean White Sox if I had to bet this game. But am I interested in backing Chicago here in this spot? Not particularly. You can get the first 5 for around plus 170. So I think that's enough risk reward if you guys want to take a risk there, but not one I'm going to be involved with.
I know I don't like to mess with games once pitching changes have gone down and line movement has gone crazy. And at that point, I feel like I've either missed line movement or I'm on the wrong side of line movement or whatever that may be, to the point where I kind of just stay away from them, especially when it's involving a bad team. I know you mentioned how you got the line movement with one team and you were able to get it yesterday. I'm not sold on trying to go after a game that had a pitching change. So, and it's kind of an AL Central matchup with the Guardians, who in theory, this should be a Guardians run line spot and move on. But especially after their bad game yesterday, because good teams bounce back. I don't know. I think that the Guardians are currently, they might be the 3rd best team in baseball now. They are now the 3rd best team in baseball.
We have seen the White Sox play them tough, though, this year.
Because the best team in baseball is the Phillies. Next up is the Orioles. Orioles have passed them. But I could see the Guardians blowing them out today.
I could see it as well, which is not one I'm getting involved with.
No. Chat's live today. I love it. What's up, Twins? Let's get the money today. Let's do it. James Webb to win the hot dog eating contest.
Now that's some degenerate shit I like to hear.
All right, you say James win. All right, I'll trust you on it. Let's do it. James win the hot dog eating contest. Let's roll. Indians money line. I would have to run line it. What's up, fellas? Do you like Italy? That's a kryptonite question. Okay. Morning welcome. Let's cash. Let's do it. Caesars is doing a 17% boost today as well for anyone looking at that book.
Oh.
I'm just silly. Maybe it's the alcohol before breakfast. I mean, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. Happy 4th of July. Would lean the other way. There you go. Any underdogs or hot dogs? I honestly did not cap it. So good luck to you. Good luck to anybody betting the hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, Joey Chestnut's not in it, so I can't just bet him to win it.
Yeah, Nick, did yours look like this?
Yeah, I had to refresh my app.
I just refresh it. That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's take a look at the next matchup here. We have the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers. We've had a lot of buyback on some dogs this morning is one thing I've noticed. The sign opened up at a 180 for the Twins. It got up to a 185 when I was typing it up this morning, and now it's down to a 175. So we've had a move towards these Tigers in this game. And the line opened up at an 8.5 minus 107. It's down 8 at minus 110. So we've had a move towards the under, and we've had a move towards the Tigers, expecting a good start from Kenta Maeda. Interesting. 82% of the tickets and 87% of the cash is on the Twins. The line moving towards the Tigers. And 96% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on the over, with the line moving towards the under, which is interesting here. We have Kenta Maeda taking on Bailey Ober. Maeda, 5.7 ERA, 1.56 whip, 7.99 strikeouts per nine, which is 21%, 3.42 walks per nine, a 3.62 BABIP, a 4.17 FIP, and a 4.39 SIERA. On the flip side, Bailey Ober, 3.19 ERA, a 1.06 whip, 9.87 strikeouts per nine, which is 28%, 3.19 walks per nine, a 2.54 BABIP, a 3.7 FIP, and a 3.54 SIERA. Bullpen edge going towards the Twins, and the hitting edge going towards the Twins here, 125 WRC plus, which is 4th, compared to 66, which is dead last. The markets are telling us Maeda pitches well, and if Maeda pitches well, I think this game goes under. I think under the total in this game, maybe a first 5 under, but not too much action for me so far in these early games. I would lean first 5 under 4.5. It looks like a decent number there. Not one I don't think I'm going to get involved with, though.
I do feel like these series throughout this week. I was looking at some of the weekend ones. The weekend ones are going to be fun, but right now these series are kind of just not interesting. Especially there's a lot of divisional matchups. So especially the AL Central ones that are just not that fun to try to go after. The way that these two teams are playing, it is Twins or nothing, although the Tigers did get a nice win yesterday to kind of boost themselves back up. Is it a game I have to get involved in? No, I feel like there's better spots on today's card.
Fair. Like the next one we'll talk about, which I'm going to go ahead and bet now.
Tigers money line for Lenny. They were hot yesterday. I hope it continues. Yep, we'll go ahead and put this one up on the site. I don't know what. I can't freaking get onto Fanatics.
Yeah, I'm just shopping around right now, trying to find the best available number, and it looks like I'm going to be getting minus 119 for the Red Sox, -1 for this game. Let's get into it. The Boston Red Sox and the Miami Marlins. The Red Sox looking for the sweep here in this game. They opened up here as minus 153 favorites, down to a 144. Line opened up at an 8.5, minus 103. It's now an 8, minus 122. Taking a look at the cash flow in this game, where we have 83% of tickets, 96% of the cash is on the Red Sox. The line moving towards the Marlins, which we saw this yesterday, but the Red Sox still won. 94% of the tickets and 93% of the cash is on the over in this game, with the line dropping half a run here. We have the pitching matchup of Slick Nick Pivetta taking on Kyle Tyler, not Kyler. Pivetta, 5.13 ERA, 1.44 with 8.89 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%, 3.08 walks per nine, a 3.20 BABIP, a 4.67 FIP, and a 4.14 SIERA. On the flip side, Tyler, 3.12 ERA, 1.38 whip, 6.23 strikeouts per nine, which is 17%, 5.19 walks per 90, 261 BABIP, a 5.35 FIP, and a 5.22 SIERA. Just not great numbers from Tyler, and I don't think he has pitched 3 times this year, twice in the last 30 days, and he's gone 4 2/3 and 4 innings in those 2 starts. He gave up 2 earned runs on 3 hits against the Mariners. He gave up 1 earned run on 4 hits, actually, so he's looked okay, but he just hasn't pitched much. And I'm going to be backing the Red Sox in this game. I'm getting their -1 over on Fanatics, -150 on the money line, +110 on the run line, at -119 for the -1 line here.
Yeah, it's. I mean, we're going to continue to do the fade the Marlins every day. Not to mention we get the Red Sox who are going for the sweep, which is always nice to see. So considering I have futures on them, so I'm happy with that. It's not really, we don't cap this. There's no capping involved. We are fading the Marlins every single game. It doesn't matter who we're betting on. We'll bet on every single team against them, and we're going to be profitable at the end of the year. I think it's back over 10 units of profitability for fading the Marlins this year. So let's keep on riding.
Yep. Red Sox -1, -119. ESPN bet. Sorry, my Fanatics wasn't working, and ESPN bet gave me the exact same odds.
So your Fanatics is still not working?
It's being annoying. I was able to get
is there Fanatics on the computer or no?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I was able to get the Reds bet in. I was not able to get this bet in on Fanatics. But Red Sox -1, -119 for me.
Fair enough. City Connect jerseys for the Tigers are cool. They are kind of cool. I don't mind them. Motor City. I will say I disagree with Lenny because Lenny says he likes the hats. I think the hats look ugly. But that's just me. Like South Korea +1100. Tigers homer here, fading them today. We're L8 in a row following a win. The next day, can't string 2 wins together. Cash Japan in volleyball. Holy shit, you're a degenerate. Sorry, I mean that in the nicest way. Let's go to this game, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. We had middle of the first here in Washington, 0-0. 1, 2, 3 inning for Irving to start it off there. But let's get into it here. Phillies and Cubbies in this one here. Jameson Taillon and Christopher Sanchez line open up at a -120 for the Phillies. It's now -117. So we have a 3-cent line movement here towards the Cubs. Line opened up 7.5 -110. It's now 7.5 at -112. So a 2-cent line movement towards the over in this spot as well. 99% of tickets, 98% of cash on the over. The line moving slightly towards it. 79% of tickets and 78% of the cash on the Phillies, and the line moving towards the Cubbies in this one here. I would like to take a look at where this first 5 line movement's gone because I'm kind of interested in maybe an early Cubs play. Christopher Sanchez has been good. 1.64 ERA, 0.82 whip, 6.27 strikeouts per 9, which is 20%. 1.09 walks per 9, a 258 BABIP, a 2.12 FIP, and a 2.95 SIERA. On the flip side, Jameson Taillon's been good as well. 3.30 ERA, 1.2 whip, 8.7 strikeouts per 9, which is 23%. 1.5 walks per 9, a 310 BABIP, a 3.46 FIP, and a 3.92 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Phillies. Hitting edge goes towards the Phillies. 124 WRC plus, which is 6th against righties compared to the Cubbies, 84 WRC plus, which is 23rd against lefties. I'd like to take a look at where this first 5 has moved, and it's moved towards the Phillies. Interesting. The full game's moved towards the Cubs, but the first 5 has moved towards the Phillies. I lean the Cubs first 5. I don't trust them full game at all, so that'll end up being a pass for me in this game. I don't like the way the line is moving towards the Phillies in the first 5. I was expecting that to, if it was moving towards the Cubs full game, move towards the Cubs first 5 type of thing, but no play for me here.
I kind of want to go after the Phillies today. This is a Cubs team that I fell for the last 2 days, and they lost both games, which is kind of rough. I kind of want to go towards the Phillies going for the sweep. This has just been a Phillies team that's been dominant all year. They are currently the best team in baseball. And just because they're short lines does not mean that the Cubbies are going to win, because they were short lines the last 2 days and did not work out. This Cubbies team's in trouble. They'll be sellers at the deadline, even with at the wild card race at the moment. I can't look at the Cubbies again. It would be a Phillies play or nothing, and I'm probably going to end up getting to the Phillies today, Nick.
Have fun. I have no interest in the Phillies with the market the way it is.
There you go. Volleyball. You know what? You're crazy. More of that. Nah, let me down. Cubbies. This is the way. Apparently, the guy named Beefcake Gaines is balding. I feel bad for you, dude. It is what it is. First 5 under might be okay. Okay. Let's keep on rolling, Nick.
Yeah, this game was very, very fun for me yesterday, and we get a pitcher that has cost me some money fading this year so far because he's come back and just looked absolutely elite, and it's really annoying, and I don't think that's who he is. Scherzer, at this age at least. He is one of the best pitchers of our generation. I don't think he is anymore, and he somehow has looked phenomenal. Line opened up at a 138, though, for the Texas Rangers, and it's down to a 120 now. So we've had a line move towards these San Diego Padres. Line opened up at an 8 minus 115. It's now down to a 7.5 at even money. So they expect Michael King to pitch well in this game, which I 100% understand in that one. 98% of the tickets, 97% of the cash is on the over in this game. The line dropping. 28% of the tickets and 59% of the cash is on the San Diego Padres with the line moving towards them. So big, sharp money coming in on these Friars here in this spot, which I agree with. Let's take a look here. Michael King and Max Scherzer. King, 2.67 ERA, 1.28 WHIP, 10.96 strikeouts per 9, which is 29%, 2.67 walks per 9, a 3.68 BABIP, a 2.18 FIP, and a 3.22 CR. And on the flip side here, Max Scherzer, 1.74 ERA, 0.68 WHIP, 6.97 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%, 1.74 walks per 9, a 148 BABIP, a 3.45 FIP, and a 4.42 CR. So I do expect some negative regression coming from Max Scherzer. And I think it could be this Padres team that hits him. Bullpen edge goes towards the Padres. Hitting edge goes towards the Padres. 125 WRC plus, which is third, compared to 69 WRC plus, which is 28th in baseball for the Rangers. And here's the problem with the Texas Rangers this year. And I know a lot of people looking at the Rangers potentially being able to turn it around saying, yeah, they're expecting Scherzer back, and they're expecting DeGrom back soon. The rotation's not the problem. This team can't hit anymore. And the reason why they did what they did last year is they had career years from Adolis Garcia. And they had career years from all these role players like Travis Jankowski and players like that. And they're just regressing back to their career norms, which are average baseball players. And they're not getting an MVP caliber Marcus Semien this year. They're not getting an MVP caliber Corey Seager this year. Their bullpen's an absolute mess. Leclerc, we were talking about this last year when they're on their way to winning the World Series. That bullpen's a mess, and Leclerc can maybe close games for you last year, but not this year. Like they need bullpen help, and this is the ultimate thing. And I heard somebody breaking this down yesterday. And I was like, this 100% makes sense. The Texas Rangers were built for 1 year, and the Astros were to compete for many years. And it's just the way that the rosters were built, which was really interesting there. I'm going to be on the Padres in this game. The market, everything correlates towards the Padres play for me here. I love them here in this spot, and I want to go first 5 in full game. I want to go big on the Padres in this game because everything correlates for me here. Give me the Padres. First 5 in full game, I'm going to shop around, find the best numbers.
I want to with you, but you know I don't get this Padres team right. So I'm going to let you try to get this game right for yourself. I'm going to stay off of this. Plus, Max Scherzer has looked great. He's not a pitcher that I want to be
I don't
fading
believe
right
it
now.
for 1 second.
Well, you know what? I could see him being on another team by the end of the year. Texas is sellers.
Yeah.
So I could easily see them being on a different team at the end of the year. And, I mean, why not New York? But I could see – well, they're already paying him, so might as well. But, no, I could see the Texas Rangers kind of selling a bunch of pieces because they were good for 1 year, and that's all they're going to be good for. And we kind of mentioned I have a ticket for them not to make the playoffs at – what was it, 180, 190, something like that?
Tried to warn everyone they weren't going to make the playoffs this year.
So I like that. And I also had Blue Jays not to make the playoffs. I saw those yesterday.
Nice.
I would have to lean towards your Padres, but I'm staying far away. Yeah, this is not a fun card.
Yeah, Padres first 5 even money, and I'm trying to shop around and find the best number for the full game. Unfortunately, the best numbers available according to BetStamp are in a book that's currently in maintenance right now. And that Fanatics is in maintenance right now, so that's annoying. So I'm trying to shop around and find the best numbers available on the full game here, and I think I'm just going to get plus 105 on ESPN Bet, full game on ESPN, or first 5 and full game on ESPN Bet, even money, first 5 plus 105 full game. Padres double up here for me.
You go. Cubbies first 5 went from plus 118 to plus 108. Padres money line, 4th of July Lotto home run parlay. Yordan Alvarez, Manny Machado, Brent Rooker, and Walker, which is plus 25,000. $10 pays 2,500. Good luck. Diamondbacks, Padres, Cubs, Nats, Reds, A's, Giants is a national underdog day. I hope at least one of those loses. Astros are so good, yes. Let's go over to this game.
Yeah, the Astros mentioned there. It's like, yeah, the world's coming to an end for the Astros this year, and they're back to being over 500. And this team is, I get it, there's still doubters, but this team is good. But this was a fun one yesterday for me. How about a Joey Estes Maddox? That was fun to see. Well, probably one of the more random Maddoxes this year, but we have the LA Angels and the Oakland Athletics. Pick them in this game, total of 9. The Athletics looking to break out the brooms here on these Angels. Line open up at a 109 for the Athletics. It's down to a 105, though. Line open up at an 8.5. It's up to a 9. So they're expecting JP Sears to get hit a little bit here. Roansy Contreras and JP Sears. Contreras, 4.26 ERA, 1.26 whip. 7.82 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%. 2.84 walks per 9, a 2.86 BABIP, but 4.66 FIP, and a 3.86 SIERA. On the flip side, JP Sears has just been getting blasted, but on the flip side with that argument, he faced the Twins twice who destroy left-handed pitching. 7.28 ERA, 1.72 whip, 6.67 strikeouts per 9, which is 16%, 3.64 walks per 9, a 3.51 BABIP, a 5.58 FIP, and a 4.01 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Oakland A's. Hitting edge, flip a coin, 81 and 80 WRC plus for these two. 81, the one WRC plus edge goes towards the LA Angels in this game. Roansy Contreras he's pitched a few times. He doesn't go more than 3 innings, though. So it's going to be a little bit of a bullpen game for the Angels in this spot. I lean Oakland to break out the brooms in this game. I think that we can see JP Sears bounce back a little bit against a Angels team that does not hit lefties nearly as well. I think it's hilarious seeing the Angels trot out their Roansy Contreras when Reed Detmers is sitting in AAA right now. I still don't understand that one, but I would lean Oakland in this game if I'm going to bet anything.
It's funny. They played in LA a week ago, and the Angels swept them. They play in Oakland, and Oakland's going to sweep them today. Where I'm taking Oakland in this one as well. I want to go for the sweep in this one, and I think that if you're going to look at the Angels, it's going to be if they're going to win, it's going to be home games. And not only am I going to take Oakland, Nick.
Run line.
Let's take the run line. Are you down?
I'm personally not betting the game, so that's up to you. It's just a lean to Oakland for me.
Oakland for the sweep. We're going to take their run line today at plus 187. And the only reason why I'm doing this, instead of grabbing their money line, which is minus 107, is because of this number right here. Because it's positive still. And I feel like we could take some shots. And it worked out the other day with the Twins. It did not work out with the Cubbies, but we're still up from that. Oakland Athletics for the sweep. And we're going to even go a little bit crazy and take their run line.
What's the run line at?
Plus 187.
All right. Where do you leave off for comments?
I got 7.
Go. A's money line. Yeah. Total over 9 sounds good. Both bullpen arms are tired. I can see that. A's first 5 again. I can definitely lean towards an A's first 5. The bullpen is shaky, though, for the Angels. I kind of want to get full 9 innings against this Angels bullpen. But for line movement, the lines moved 5 cents towards LA in the first 5. So I'm sitting off there. Hate Dodgers, just need them to cash it for the last night. They failed. Pretty awful. I was on the Diamondbacks last night. It was nice. No trust in them again. Underdogs is the way. We love our dogs here. We love our dogs after the All-Star break. Yeah, and I mean, I love my minus 300 fades and stuff like that. So this game, though, I don't know if a dog is the look in this game. Let's get into it. The Baltimore Orioles and the Seattle Mariners. This line opened up at 128 for the Orioles. It's now 145. A big move towards Corbin Burns and these Baltimore Orioles against Bryce Miller. Line opened up at a 7 at minus 110. It's now a 7 at minus 115. So they expect a little bit of Bryce Miller to be vulnerable here. 85% of the tickets, 80% of the cash is on the over in this game. The line slightly moving towards it. 80% of the tickets, 83% of the cash on the Orioles. And the line moving towards them pretty swiftly here. Taking a look at the cash flow. 2.1 or not cash flow, pitching matchup. Corbin Burns 2.12 ERA, 1 WHIP, 7.41 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%, 1.06 walks per 9, and 255 BABIP, but 3.77 FIP on a 3.64 SIERA. On the flip side, Bryce Miller 4.68 ERA, 1.16 WHIP, 7.99 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%, 2.76 walks per 9, and 281 BABIP, but 3.49 FIP and a 4.03 SIERA. The bullpen edge goes towards the Mariners, but the hitting edge goes towards the Orioles. 146 WRC plus, which is number 1 in baseball, compared to 100, which is 17th. Kind of want to see what the first 5 for the Orioles is, because the Mariners bullpen's been strong. Okay, big move towards Baltimore first 5 as well. I feel like this is a Baltimore first 5 minus a half, full game minus 1 type of split here. They are a little public, but definitely the market's respecting the big money coming in on them here in this spot. And I'm not a believer in this Mariners team. The only problem with me laying the minus a half in the first 5 is I think that this total suggests that this is a low variance type of game, because the lines move towards the under here the first 5. It opened up 4 at minus 102. It's now 4 at plus 105 to the over, which may pump the brakes for the first 5 for me. But maybe a full game minus 1 for the Orioles here for me. I'm going to shop around and see what that number is.
You don't have to convince me twice. Yesterday was a nice hit for the Orioles. Plus 175 on the run line, which was always nice to see. And we're continuing the Orioles every single day. Today is day number 87. Their money line is 55 and 31, up 13.3. Their run line is 46 and 40, up 24.3. So this has been the Orioles team that has made me a lot of money this year. And we are going to continue to back them. And as soon as you say that you like the Orioles, they go up on the site. I got the Orioles run line on the site at plus 126 was the best line I found there. I was able to find plus 135 on another book. So 140 minus 145 for the money line and plus 135 for the run line for the Baltimore Orioles today.
Yeah. And I feel so stupid. Oh, you can still get plus 105 for it. I'm stunned. How can you still get plus 105 for the Baltimore Orioles to win this division?
Because everybody's so high on the Yankees.
I don't get that. I'm still pissed that I missed the opportunity at plus 175 for this team to win the division. But I'm shocked you can still get, and I feel so stupid for not getting involved at that plus 175 or even the plus 140 price tag it was at with the Orioles to win the division. I'm going to be on the Orioles minus 1 in this game.
Right on. Let's go O's. Over to Orioles double result.
That's not a bad look either.
Not at all. 4 games left for today, Nick.
Yeah. Let me just finish getting in my bet here on the minus 1 line, which was minus 114. Orioles minus 1, minus 114 ESPN bet. So there we go. Getting involved with those Orioles today. Let's move on. The Giants and the Braves. This one cost me yesterday. laying a stupid number, and this is a reminder: don't lay that type of juice. Because I laid $1.50 on the team total over 2.5, which I regret doing. But it is what it is. Logan Webb and Charlie Morton, your pitching matchup here. Line opened up at a 144. It's down to a 125. So we do have a move towards the San Francisco Giants. Line opened up at an 8 minus 108. It's now an 8 minus 107. So a slight move towards the under here between Logan Webb and where is it? Logan Webb and Charlie Morton. We get Webb on the road, though, which is the one concern here. 23% of the tickets, 45% of cash on the Giants. So the line moving towards the Giants definitely gives me some intrigue in San Fran here in this game. 98% of tickets, 98% of the cash is on the over in this game as well. Let's take a look at the cash the pitching matchup here. Logan Webb, 3.83 ERA, 1.15 whip, 8.10 strikeouts per 9, which is 23%. 1.58 walks per 9, a 3.16 BABIP, I lost. There we go. 2.86 FIP and a 3.07 SIERA. We expect better from Logan Webb. And we saw a little bit better from him last game where he won 7 innings, gave up 2 runs against the Dodgers, but that was at home. And we all know Logan Webb has some pretty significant home run splits, and I will get into that after going over Charlie Morton's stats. Morton, 3.10 ERA, 1.10 whip, 8.69 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%, 4.03 walks per 9, a 254 BABIP, a 3.53 FIP, and a 4.16 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the San Francisco Giants. Hitting edge goes towards the Giants, 99 WRC+, which is 18th compared to 79, which is 26th. As I was mentioning earlier, and this might be the one thing that truly worries me if I'm going to make the play on the Giants, which I don't know if I will here, because the home road splits on Logan Webb are pretty bad. 2 and 4 on the road, 4.08 ERA in 57 and a third innings pitched. He's pitched 55 innings at home this year to a 2.13 ERA and a 4-2 record. So his ERA is almost 2 runs lower at Oracle Park in San Francisco. Now, granted, his pitching style is perfect for San Francisco, and his pitching style does not transfer out of San Fran that well. That's why if I'm Logan Webb, I'm staying with the Giants as long as I can. So I would like to back the Giants in this game. I don't trust Logan Webb. And maybe the Atlanta Braves are the team to do it against because their offense is non-existent this year, which is crazy to think because last year, the Braves were a team you blink and they had 4 runs up in the first inning. Now they're struggling to score 3 runs a game. So that's something to keep in mind with this team is just I'm going to take one more thing here with the team stats here, where the Braves, actually that's actually higher than I thought they were going to be. They're 15th in baseball, 4.29 runs per game. So their rotation has kept them in games here this year. I lean Giants, but just I don't know if I can trust Webb.
No, for me, it's Braves or nothing. I know it's a very short price, but I kind of want to look towards the Braves. I believe this is the Giants' last game on a road trip. No, sorry, they go to Cleveland next. And then they go home. I don't know. I can't trust the Giants right now, although they've been playing better as of late. Getting a Braves at such a short price, I wish I could say this looks trappy, but I feel like it's right just because Logan Webb is one of the best pitchers for the Giants, if not the best pitcher for the Giants right now. And Charlie Morton is very hit or miss. So I understand the line being the way it is. I kind of lean towards the Braves in this one. Enough to pull the trigger? Probably not. No.
Yeah, fair.
We have how many games do we have so far? We have 4 plays so far, so get one more and I'll be all right with 5 plays today. Over 7. I took the Giants first 5 money line at even money. It's a homer play, but I will back Webb. Shut down the Braves who are not hitting righties right now. There you go. Morning, gentlemen. Happy 4th. Happy 4th to you as well. We are through 2 innings in Washington. The Mets 0, the Nationals 0.
I'm so glad I'm sitting on an over right now.
Yeah.
When no one can hit.
Well, we got 3 games left, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Colorado Rockies and the Milwaukee Brewers. This game, frustrating yesterday having the over and watching the offenses do nothing here on the moon. Let's get into it, though. The Brewers minus 135 favorites, total of 10.5 in this game. Tobias Myers and the GOAT, Cal Quantrill. Line opened up at 135. It's still at 135. Line opened up at 11.5, and it's gone from an 11.5 to 11 to a 10.5. Tells me an over. Because I've seen plenty of overs when the line drops a full run. 50% of the tickets and 68% of the cash is on the over here. 51 and 64 now. And then we have 75% of the tickets and 67% of the cash is on the Brewers. The line's not moved. We have Cal Quantrill taking on Tobias Myers. Tobias Myers, 2.52 ERA, 1.01 whip, 7.07 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%, 2.27 walks per nine, a 2.47 BABIP, a 3.60 FIP, and a 4.16 ERA. On the flip side, Quantrill, 4.26 ERA, 1.48 whip, 6.54 strikeouts per nine, which is 16%, 3.13 walks per nine, a 3.23 BABIP, a 4.77 FIP, and a 4.63 SIERA. The bullpen edge does go towards the Brewers here. The hitting edge goes towards the Brewers as well. 102 WRC plus, which is 15th, compared to 78, which is 27th. I think this is Tobias Myers' first appearance in Colorado, which is a little worrisome for him. I lead Rockies first 5 in this game. I kind of want to see where the lines moved first 5. And, of course, I click on a different tab, so my entire thing has to reset. Cool. There we go. I would like to take a look where those lines moved in the first 5. I'm interested in Colorado early in this game. And the line's now moved in the first 5. The line's moved 15 cents towards the over in the first 5, but he has dropped a full run in the full game. That's interesting there. Tells me maybe a first 5 over in this game, but just a lean for me.
I will say there is a little bit of an interesting, fun fact for Tobias Myers. He became the first pitcher in 10 or 12 years where his first pitch in the major leagues was a home run. Just thought that was interesting. Anyways, I kind of lean towards the Brewers in this game. This has been a Brewers team that's been really hot as of late. 8-2 their last 10. They've taken the 2 out of 3 so far from the Colorado Rockies. It's just been obviously everybody knows how I am with the Brewers this year, and I want to keep backing them to keep winning games. And I can get them their run line today at where are they? Run line around plus 105. I don't hate that at all. I kind of want to sign up for a little bit of Milwaukee today to get the job done. Come for the run line.
Sure. I lean the opposite way, but it is what it is.
That's cool. Brewers run line again. Yes. Webb is good. Under first 5. I could see the under. This has to be a bounce back for Myers. Brewers should win this. They have the Dodgers next, and I have a feeling that the Dodgers might sweep the Brewers. I don't think so, but we'll see. Already got the usual Nerfy in Washington. Nice. Toronto, Seattle, Miami is all I have left. Get it. Mystics spread and the over. I didn't touch that game. Good luck. I'm just on the links today. Quantrill 7-2 to the first 5 money line in his last 9 starts. Rockies first 5 money line. It is Cal Quantrill day. I took the random big shot sprinkle in tennis. Good luck, dude. I don't bet tennis, so I wish you the best of luck. I don't mess with it. Let's jump into this one, Nick.
Royals and Rays. Rays, $1.20 road favorites, total of 8.5 in this game. The lines moved towards them. Line opened up at a 107. It's now minus 120 for Tampa. Line opened up at an 8.5, minus 118. It's now an 8.5, minus 120. So a move towards the over and a move towards the Tampa Bay Rays. We have 61% of tickets, 51% of the cash is on the Tampa Bay Rays in this game. 94% of tickets, 86% of the cash is on the over in this game. The lines move towards the Rays in this spot. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here where we have Zach Eflin taking on Alec Marsh. Eflin, 3.49 ERA, 1.02 whip, 7.94 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 0.95 walks per nine, a 268 BABIP, a 3.65 FIP, and a 3.39 Sierra. Bullpen or Alec Marsh, 5.68 ERA, 1.42 WHIP, 8.81 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%, 3.13 walks per nine, a 333 BABIP, a 4.48 FIP, and a 4.08 Sierra. Bullpen edge going towards Tampa, and hitting edge going towards Tampa. 104 WRC plus, which is 14th, compared to 93 WRC plus, which is 22nd. I'm interested in the Tampa Bay Rays in this game a little bit here. The line moving towards them, and just a bullpen edge, hitting edge, starting pitching edge. Granted, they're on the road, but the market's moving towards them. I can get around $1.25. I lean Rays in this game. I may or may not pull the trigger on them. I'm not 100% sure yet.
See, there's two things. There's this thing on each side that I really like for these two teams. I'm big on Kansas City this year, so I have no problem backing them whenever I want to. Zach Eflin's on the other side, which I was big on Zach Eflin when he got traded over to Tampa Bay. So kind of a spot, two spots that I normally like going after. I mean, Kansas City's been my team, and I love Zach Eflin. He's been great for betting wise for me lately, but I can't go after anything in this game. I think at the end of the day, we're just going to have those 4 plays up on the site for today, Nick, which I'm totally cool with. We'll have 6 total plays, 1 in the MLS, 1 in the WNBA, and 4 at baseball. I like it because I'm not touching the last game.
Fair. I will.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Any WNBA, the links. Royals money line, second biggest bet of the day. I'm not going to talk you off of it, so you have that much. Final game of the day, Nick.
Yeah, and I would like to say 2 words to get your interest in the Arizona Diamondbacks in this game. Zach Gallen.
You suck.
Zach Gallen.
I'm not doing it just yet.
All right, let's get into the line history in this spot. I clicked the wrong game. I wanted this one here. Zach Gallen landed knack. Line opened up at a 135 for the Dodgers, down to a 123. Line opened up at an 8.5 minus 108. It's down to an 8 at even money. 8.5 at even money. So we've moved towards the under, and we've moved towards the Diamondbacks in this game. 82% of the tickets, 96% of the cash on the Dodgers. The line moving towards the Diamondbacks. 96% of the tickets, 95% of the cash is on the over in this game. Zach Gallen's come back, and he's pitched 1 game. And he looked good. I don't remember. I think I stayed off the game. I think
we did. We both stayed off. It was against Oakland.
It was against Oakland. Now he gets to face the Dodgers, but at least he got his confidence there. 6 innings of no run baseball, 1 walk, 1 hit, 7 strikeouts. I get it. It was against Oakland.
Yep.
But he looked good.
Oh yeah.
On the flip side, Landon Knack has been a pleasant surprise here for the Dodgers. He was somebody who was projected to be like the 7th or 8th starting pitcher, and he's pitching like a 3. He's pitched twice so far with the Dodgers. He's got a combined 9 2/3 against the Angels, against the Giants. The Diamondbacks are hitting significantly better than both those teams. Giants destroying lefties. They're not as much on the righties there. 1 earned run on 5 hits, no walks, and 4 2/3, and a 5-3 loss against the Giants. And they lost the extra inning game where he went no earned runs, 2 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and 5 innings pitch against the Angels. Landon Knack's looked good. The bullpen edge goes towards the Dodgers. The hitting edge slightly goes towards the Dodgers, but both teams are hitting 124 WRC plus, which is 5th for the Dodgers. Diamondbacks right behind them against righties, 120 WRC plus, which is 7th. And I think we're getting a pitching edge here with the Arizona Diamondbacks in this spot because we're getting Zach Gallen, and I'm getting plus 115 here with Zach Gallen and the Diamondbacks. And it feels like the games that, and I know this is pretty obvious, feels like the games the Dodgers lose more are the ones where they're so easy to bet. They're only minus 130 in this game. You got to bet the Dodgers. They're only minus 130. I don't know about that. I'm on the Diamondbacks, plus 115.
I want to see one more start from Gallen before I start going after him again. Obviously, I would love to see him pitch well. I had high hopes on him last year. He came 2nd for Cy Young, so he's been great. I need to see one more start from him in order for me to really gain my confidence in him. So staying away, but I'm pretty sure. Let's see, Diamondbacks in 5 games. So today, 1, 2, 3, 4. Atlanta will be his next start. So I could probably look towards the Diamondbacks against Atlanta, but I'm not going to go after it just yet. Just giving them another start to kind of just to go after that. But that is all the games for baseball. We made it through. Yay, 4th of July. Trying to go back to the chat. I came up off my minus 40, your 40 and 6 streak or whatever was profitable days versus losing days, but still doing okay. Hey, you can't expect to go crazy like that every single time. Maybe just Zach Gallen case, road Gallen completely different from home version. That's another thing I was looking at. I fear road Zach Gallen, but showing different. D-backs competing, Diamondbacks money line, and the team total over parlay. Get it? Books making it obvious they want D-backs to win this one. I agree with them. There you go. Adding KC to my Nerfy list. Go for it. That is all the games for today, Nick. We've made it through the entire card. Before we head on out for today, I'll quickly switch back over to this. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below. The important ones, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. All those linked down below. We're posting them there daily. If you guys are interested in becoming a member of the YouTube channel, $5.99 a month, 16 cents a day. It supports the channel. We appreciate that. And you get all the plays that we put up on the picksandparlays.net website. And finally, if you guys have not already, make sure you guys are subscribing to the YouTube channel. We are currently sitting, I believe, 18 subscribers. It's loading. 17 subscribers away from 4,000. So make sure you guys, if we could try to get there before the All-Star break, that would be fantastic. So make sure you guys are subscribing to the YouTube channel. We do appreciate all of that. Recap time. I personally have a play on the Mets early. It's 0-0 in the bottom of the third. Reds today. I almost bet the Guardians today. I'm on the Red Sox run line. I bet the Phillies. I did. It is what it is. Orioles today. I like the Brewers. And then that's my complete card for today. Nick?
Yeah, I think I'm going to be playing from behind today because that over in New York, Washington is looking pretty grim. 0-0 in the third. Just a frustrating start there. Nobody wants to hit this morning. Maybe the bullpens when they take over, we'll get runs late. We'll see. Reds first 5 plus, or not Reds first 5. Reds full game plus 150. Fanatics. Everything else is on ESPN bet other than the Diamondbacks. Red Sox -1, -119. Padres first 5 even money, full game plus 105. Baltimore Orioles -1, -114. And then Arizona Diamondbacks first 5 plus 115 on BetMGM. Light card for me today.
Right on. I like the White Sox again today. Good luck. Orioles double result in the under. I won't talk you off the Orioles. Very happy I was on the sharpest. I was on sharpest shit grabbing the White Sox yesterday. I was not. It is what it is. Plus 1.5 for your clients. Money line for you. Get it, dude. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Make sure you guys stay safe tonight with 4th of July. Make sure everybody take the over with your fingers tomorrow, over 9.5 fingers, so that you guys don't head to the hospital. Stay safe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.